Bethesda Softworks, dude. Horse Gaming. Yeah, that's them. 4J Studios. It's hard to even know exactly how to read that. 4J Studios made this game. Oh.
World Thoroughbred Championship.
Crank this up, dude.
8 world champions, one unforgettable day.
Go baby go. What?
World Thoroughbred Championship.
So, I'm pretty sure this is a gambling game if we do a day at the races. I think a day at the races is I think that we'll just gamble, but there is a career mode where we get to raise the horses ourselves. Oh, we've got video. 2004 Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred races. Sure. Distaff. Is this gonna be like, these are gonna be real horse videos? Presented by Nextel.
And the final horse,
oh my god, it's just actual TV foot. No, okay. They pulled that clip straight from NBC. That was just the TV broadcast. Yeah, they did pull all of this from TV. Look. With the NBC logo in the corner.
So they make their way for the clubhouse turn, and it will be Tamwheel to take the field there. Tamwheel in front. Nebraska Tornado runs in second. Indie Groove through-eyed third. Shadow's got a good spot in the early going. She's a ground-saving fourth. Elo Love is fifth. Hollywood Story is racing in sixth position.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, Nebraska Tornado. They already spoiled that Ashado wins this, so it's not even that. It's not even that. I'm not in suspense, you know.
Second to last, and Stellar Jane trails the field 22 and 4/5 seconds over this track at Lone Star today. They're moving right along here. Tamwheel short lead. Nebraska Tornado keeping that pressure on all the way. The long shot Indie Groove with the pacemakers running 3 wide. Island Fashion poised for the final half mile on the far outside. They ran a half in 46 and 3/5 seconds. So the field moves into the far turn now. Tamwheel still on that lead. Tamwheel trying to take it all the way on the lead. On the outside, Island Fashion now makes that final move for the lead now. Indie Groove trying to stay with those two. A shadow right there, waiting for some running room now as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. Stellar Jane is also right there. Ella Love on the outside. Storm Flag flying is 5 lengths from the lead. Nebraska Tornadoes dropped out of it. They're off the turn into the stretch. Tamwheel digs down. Into the breach goes a shadow. And a shadow comes away with the lead.
Oh man, Ashadow's popping off. Let's fucking go. That's an interesting thing to... There's 8 of these. Just in the game. Well, I think we'll have to do career mode, but... we gotta investigate everything here, right? I think we'll have to check out career mode and see what that is. Got a bunch of Aqueduct. I guess we'll do Aqueduct. It sounds the most interesting. I'll have to create a profile. There we go. Diary. Day 1. These are my betting statistics. Yo, ID, thank you for the 46. Thanks for the 46 months of subbing. I appreciate it a ton, dude. You know, the games, the Poll 125 games have not been picked. That is a good point. I should probably open that, shouldn't I? Hang on. All right, I am opening requests. My Twitch title is getting way too long. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do this. There. But yeah, we're gonna say requests open. Actually, that's a good point. I had totally forgotten to do that. I had totally forgotten about that. If I'm hospitalized to a psychiatric hospital, will I still be able to play League of Legends? Woodbine. Well, let's bet on some horses, I guess. This is the life of the horse. Bet. I see. So we have 6 horses. I'm just gonna start the timer as well. I have like no idea what I'm doing. We've got our 6 horses. Yep, sure is. Okay, there's 8 races as well. Who do we want? Who do we want in this? Strauss Waltz, maybe? Everlasting Wolf. Yeah, I think it'll have to be Everlasting Wolf. In race 1. How much money do I have? I have $1,000. I'll bet 100 on him. Select the horse that you think will win. Yes, this is the type of bet. Obviously, this horse. I don't know what I'm looking at now. I think that's... Wait. I thought I bet on... No. No, I didn't do it yet. I want you to win. Confirm. Okay. Now the horses race and we watch.
Gracious Dancer shoots right to the front. Justin behind them. Billy Sir behind that. City Chaser. Everlasting Wolf off to a poor start. Strauss's Waltz passes. Gracious Dancer.
Are we sure? No, we're not sure, Pixel. In fact, I'm the opposite of sure.
City Chaser.
But like the prospect of horse game was too interesting to not leave it in the list, you know?
At the halfway point, it's still Billy Sir, followed by Gypsy Arrow and City Chaser.
Dude, my guy's
Billy
getting
Sir
owned.
leads the field into the home stretch.
I don't even know where Wolf Dancer is, but he's not here.
City Chaser. Strauss's Waltz, still within striking distance of the lead.
Yeah, I should have known. I should have known. Maybe I should have actually looked at their horse stats before just throwing $100 on one of them. My guy came in either 5th or 6th there. Not even close. No win. Well, it's time to go investigate the actual main mode. I just wanted to see that. This game has career mode. This game has career mode. We'll see what the career is. On one of the TVs, they were playing horse racing, and one of the horses' names was Laser Sword Fantasy. Horse name, there are a lot of good ones. I mean, there were many funny horse names. I remember seeing Fortnite dances some years ago. This is the closest I can get to the corn. So, we've got our horse, I guess. We've got Florida Cousin. My horse's name is Florida Cousin. I don't know what all of these numbers mean. Retire cups. There are 10 cups. I guess it would probably make sense to win the 10 cups, wouldn't it? Though that might be kind of hard. News, Florida Cousin requires 3 more wins to qualify. Florida Cousin did not race last week. Stable Management, Arrivals, Florida Cousin. Fortnite Dance. Liaison and Passporta. Indian Charlie, Galloping Gal, Rockport Harbor, and Bay Barrister. Victory Gallop. I like the horse from Ireland named In Excess. That's a pretty good one. Political Parfait? What? Crypto Clearance. Fabiano? What the fuck? How old is this? Man, it's crazy how, I mean, yeah, horse people are like this. Horse eugenics people are absolutely like this. We can just keep clicking on horses and see their lineage going back like 200 years. More than that, if you just keep clicking, the horse lineage for some of these is going back to like the 1600s. It's documented. So I guess we'll train the horse. How do we do this? We don't want to rest the horse. We gotta train. Maintenance work when a gallop isn't desired. Primary maintenance work in between breezes and actual race. A timed full speed workout. Improve a horse's sharpness when breaking out of the starting gate. Improves a horse's maturity, temperament, and behavior. Schooling. Gotta send the horse to school. I guess we'll do a breeze then. How do I make it happen? How do I make it happen? I've now selected it. That's like all my money. Generous quest. This will let you train your horse. This opts to improve a horse's flat speed. Sprint work involves running. Well, yeah, but how do I actually do the training? This training program is aimed at ensuring a good start from the gate, essential for a horse that likes to race from the front or for a horse better equipped for shorter distance races. Well, this horse is a front runner type horse. So actually, maybe we should train this. Like, does it... If we do enter race... What am I picking? Oh, I'm selecting a jockey. You have to pick the jockey as well. Dude, look at how terrible Chris Mollender's stats are. Garbage. We want James Dingle. James Dingle looks like the professional here. They all cost the same as well. Yeah, James Dingle with his 52 firsts, though I guess the percentage is what really matters more. And Albert Shanks is probably our guy, actually. How do I... Florida Cousin is ready to race. Okay, so then... How do I do it? Okay, Florida Cousin is ready to race. If I click race day,
Welcome to Emerald
I don't
Down,
think any training
the
actually
jewel
happened.
of the Pacific Northwest. Welcome to the first race of the day.
I can
here at
bet on my
Emerald
own
Down.
horse. Can I bet against my own horse? I feel like
My,
that
the
would
sun is
be
shining brightly for this one.
I feel like that would
We
be
have a
against the
total of 8
rules.
races for you today. Dixie Quest is the favorite of the race's 10 runners.
There's Florida Cousin. That's me. They just said Dixie Quest was one of the favorites, so. Race 1, bet 100. Next, win. Dixie Quest. Next, confirm.
They're in the gates, and they're underway. Jade Fool goes into an early lead.
Oh, I have
Just in
control.
behind them, Florida Cousin. Behind that,
It's
Dark
a skill
Pride.
game.
Off to a slow beginning. Jack's Gambler. And at the quarter, it's Florida Cousin. Jade Fool.
There's
Dark
no,
Pride,
I might have to
Dixie
check. There's a
Quest,
tutorial on the main
Generous
menu
Arrow,
that I might have
Desert
to
Shot,
check.
Hopeful Angel,
So I'm not sure
Jack's
I
Gambler, American Mare,
understand exactly. I should just bet on myself
American
to
Mare
win
is
then, like
passed by
always.
Cloudy Flag.
And then I can just win using my
After a
superior
half,
horse
it's
skills.
still Florida Cousin. Just in behind them, Dark Pride. Behind that, Jade Fool.
Oh,
And as they come around the far
I
turn,
can just
it's
block you.
Florida Cousin. Just in behind them, Dark Pride.
Oh shit, I
Behind
can't
that,
block all of
Dixie
them.
Quest.
No.
Cloudy Flag has overtaken Dark Pride. Coming to the wire, Florida Cousin.
I win. Let's go. I lost my $100 from betting on someone else, but I do win. Do I get money for winning the race? Your horse Florida Cousin was not claimed. Yeah, that was...
Welcome to the second race of the day here at Emerald Down.
Well, here, let me bet on myself
The
then.
sun is shining, and we're ready to go.
$100 on
Plenty of
me.
racing still to come. Fire Hunter is the favorite of the race's
Jelly
10
Sun. Wait, am I not in this? I'm not actually in this. This is just letting me bet on the other races that are happening today. I actually don't care. I actually don't care about races that don't have me in them.
Welcome to the third race of the day at Emerald Down. Welcome to the Welcome to the Welcome to the sixth.
Kind of annoying that you do have to go and then sit through all of these races, right? Like, I was in the first race, and then... This is the only game I've played across all things where I go to a place you've been before.
Final race of
Never, like... I'm not like True Crime New York, even. My race day winnings were $0, even though I won a race. Well, my race day profits... No, my race day race winnings were 34K. That's good, actually. So we did make 34K. Went to the Nintendo store, it was boring. The Nintendo store is pretty boring. I guess it did train in the back end because my stats, like these stats have changed. I don't know. The fatigue has gone up. I don't want to fatigue the horse. $500K at the Salmon Stakes? Damn. Okay, well, let's go ahead and enter that. We can get Dude, look at how much this jockey sucks. Gareth McGuire, 3%. Why would anybody hire Gareth McGuire when Myron Humphreys is right here?
Welcome to Clearwater Racetrack. Welcome to the first race of the day.
I am
here
going
at
to
Clearwater
bet on
Racecourse.
myself. Where am I?
My, the sun is
Race
shining brightly for
1.
this one.
I'm putting it all on
I'm
me.
Sure we're in for some great racing action today.
5K on
American Revenge
myself,
is the
Florida
favorite of the
Child.
races
Or wait,
being
what's
running.
my name? Am I not in this? I think I'm not in this, actually. This is not my race. American Revenge is this horse. There are multiple Florida-based horses, it looks like. Pretty sure they're just, like,
Welcome to the second race of
randomizing
day
the names,
here
you
at
know?
Clearwater Racecourse.
Like, every name is 2 words.
The
I'm
sun
pretty
is
sure they're
shining,
just picking
and we're
2
ready to
words. Firewatcher, not
It's
him.
promising to be an exciting day of racing.
Hopeful Nitro. Jealous
Ghostly
Express.
Nitro is the favorite of the
Vineyard
races being
Dreaming.
running.
Ghostly Nitro. Like, see, there's multiple Nitros. That's the giveaway. There's a Hopeful Nitro, but there's also a Ghostly Nitro.
Welcome to the third race of the day here at Clearwater
Well,
Racecourse.
I would assume I'm not able
My, the sun is
to
shining
skip a
brightly for
race
this
that
one.
I'm actually in. Like, if I just sit here and skip all the races,
Welcome
we'll
to the
eventually
fourth
get to
race of
my
the day
race.
here at Clearwater Racecourse.
Dave's Quest.
The sun is
Dave's
shining,
Quest.
and we're ready to go.
The
What
Divine
a great
Demon
day of
and the
racing
Divine
we've had here
Prayer.
so- Welcome to the fifth race of the day here at Clearwater Racecourse. My, the sun is
Jelly
shining brightly for
Wanderer.
this one. We've had Welcome to the sixth race of the day.
Am I in
here
any
at
of these
Clearwater
races?
Racecourse. The sun is shining. Welcome to the seventh race of the day here at Clearwater
Wait, did I
Racecourse.
just skip myself? Shit, I wasn't paying attention. Did I skip
My, the sun is
myself? I just
shining brightly
won?
for this one.
How did I not... What?
This is
I need to
today's
be paying
penultimate
more
event.
attention. Well, apparently I won, so we're
Explosive
good. Oh no, I
Prayer
got
is the
second.
favorite of
Shit.
the race's 9 runners.
Whoops.
Welcome to the final race of the day.
They really make
here
you
at
pay
Clearwater
attention to
Racecourse.
know which race you're in. They don't tell
The
you
sun is shining, and we're ready to go.
unless you're paying attention. You'd think it'd be more clear where it's like, this one's you. Your horse is in this one. The Salmon Stakes winner was Frisky Delight. Okay. Save my progress? Sure. I guess the horse has been training. Its fatigue has gone up a lot. I think we gotta rest the horse. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what this is. Yeah, no, you're right. So we'll enter. Apparently we're not allowed to enter into these other ones. I'm not 100% sure why. Requests are not filled already, though it might be on cooldown. I set the requests to like a 10-minute cooldown, and that has led to all kinds of bugs. Like the Twitch request system is pretty messed up. But yeah, it looks like it's on cooldown for another minute or so. We'll go with Vito Cenza on this one. So race number 6 is mine. What's weird is that the request system has stayed the same for the entirety of everything. Going back to like 2020 when I started doing this. And they've never fixed the bugs. In 5 years, they have never fixed it.
Welcome to the second.
And I feel like that's crazy. Consider that we could let people save streaks instead of fixing. That's true, that's true.
Welcome to the.
It's more important to develop the FOMO features. Class act. I get it. Good one.
Welcome to the fourth race of the day. Welcome to the Welcome to the sixth race of the
All
day.
right, this is me.
Here at the
We're
Children's
we should be in
Racebook.
this one. Ghostly
The sun is
Laser,
shining
Florida
brightly for this one.
Cousin, California
Don't go away.
Chance,
We've got another two
Jack's
races after
Runner.
this one.
We've got Jack's Runner and Dave's
Gypsy
Runner in
Dancer
this
is
one.
the favorite of the race's 10 runners.
All right, well, let me just bet on myself then. Race 6, 5K. Put it on win for Florida Cousin. Next, confirm.
Looks like we're ready to go. And they're off. California Belle shoots right to the front, followed by
I'm getting owned. My horse is falling behind pretty quickly here.
California Chance.
Get to the inside.
Off to a clumsy start. In the early going, it's California Belle, Emerald Winner, Florida Cousin, Gypsy Dancer, Clever Tornado, Ghostly Laser, Dave's Runner, Jack's Runner.
Pop my
Western
ult, yeah,
Ranger, California
these
Chance,
horses don't have that. Maybe
Emerald
I have to
Winner,
train it more,
passes,
and then we'll
Florida
get the
Cousin.
ult.
Clever Tornado is passed by Gypsy Dancer.
At some point,
Emerald Winner passes Florida Cousin. Halfway home, and it's still California Belle. Just in behind them, Florida Cousin. Behind that, Emerald Winner.
like, I'm not really sure that I have much control over this actually. But when you see
Gypsy
the,
Dancer is starting to fade.
like they smack their horse with the stick.
Western Ranger starting to look a little tired. California Chance dropping back in the field. Florida Cousin.
Man, now
What to do here?
my horse is falling apart.
Florida Cousin with a lot of ground to make up. Here's the wire. California Belle.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close, unfortunately. I think that's dead last even. Were there more than 8 horses in this race? Well,
Welcome to the 7th race of the day. Welcome to the
I feel like a lot of this game, if I were to play a lot of this game, I feel like a lot of it would just be spent skipping races and skipping through the races until I get to mine. I don't know. I think I require 3 more wins to qualify for the Breeders' Cup. I already won one. It said weeks to Breeders' Cup 41. So I guess it'll be 41 weeks of racing. And then Florida Cousin. The fatigue went up even more, even though I was resting the horse. I don't know what to make of that. How do I make the horse chill out a bit? I mean, I can't. I don't think we can skip a week. If I click retire, are you sure you want to retire this horse? Value? What do they mean by this? Why are they offering me money to retire the horse? What could they mean? No. That's just like the glue factory button. Yeah. Cups? Florida Cousin. I mean, they're only letting me enter into races like 6 and 7 and stuff. Like, I actually think we want race 7 here. I feel like the fact that race 6 has way more money than race 7, it makes me feel like race 7 is probably easier. And like we want to go race 7.
Welcome to Del Mar, where the turf meets the sir.
They have a pretty good looking logo.
Welcome to the first race of the day.
So we're skipping all the way to race 7 here.
Welcome to this. Welcome to the
This is race 5. Alright, this one's me. I'm not gonna bet on myself because I have no faith anymore. The first race that we did, I like stomped those people, and then that second race is much worse.
they're off. Florida Cousin rockets out of there and quickly takes the lead.
I don't really know what the meters are. Like, you can assume that the blue meter is probably some kind of like energy stamina meter. The green meter, I assume we want to keep that in the green, and like pressing up and down on the analog stick kind of affects it.
Florida Cousin. Jade Quest passes Florida Thunder. After a half, it's still Scottish Girl, followed by Georgia Peach and Florida Cousin.
Like, I'm not pressing anything right now.
American Mare with a lot of ground to make up at the rear. And as the field turns for home,
Pressing A.
Scottish Girl leading the field.
Why am I getting owned?
Georgia Peach, followed by Florida Thunder. Coming to the wire, Scottish Girl.
Why did I get completely destroyed there? I'm not sure that the game doesn't really offer any feedback, does it? As to like, your horse, like, are your horse's stats not good enough? Did you play it wrong somehow? I think we might have to check the tutorials. Interactive horse racing.
Racing mode, NTRA World Thoroughbred Championships 2005 allows you to experience the thrill and excitement of racing a horse. You are in complete control of the horse and jockey. The result of the race is in your hands.
Is it?
Intense focus is required as you wait in the stalls for the race to begin. The faster you react to the gates opening, the better start your horse will achieve. As the race progresses, you can urge your horse on, rein it in, or guide it left and right to get the best possible position with the pack. The display in the top left corner shows your horse's remaining stamina, its current speed and position within the pack. In order to get the best from your horse, try to maintain the horse's preferred position within the pack. Your current position is indicated by the horse icon, and your preferred position by the arrow. As you approach the final stretch, the whip icon will appear. The faster you react to the whip icon, the more your horse is urged on. Many a race is won and lost in this final stretch.
Oh, I see. So the fact that my meter's, so I'm just like not reacting correctly.
2005 quick race mode, you can also compete head-to-head with a friend, both controlling horses of your choice.
This has multiplayer horse racing in it.
If one player's action cause the other player's horse to drop off the screen, then the dropped player will lose control of their horse for a fixed period of time. That completes the interactive racing tutorial. Happy racing!
Happy racing. Placing exotic bets. I don't think I want to place exotic bets. That sounds like a good way to lose your money. Well, let's return to my career then. Now I understand. I understand a bit better. I don't know if that's going to actually help me. The fatigue is at 100. I don't know how to stop the horse being tired. Maybe this? And you'd think it'd be rest. When a horse is rested, its fatigue levels are erased, and prudent resting of horses is essential when dealing with a relatively unfit horse. All right, this race is for $100, so it better be easy. Nobody better be like showing up and farming the $100 horse race with a horse that's actually good.
Welcome to beautiful. Welcome. Welcome.
That was 6. All right, this is mate.
Welcome to the 7th race of the day here at Belmont Park.
I think this is mate. Yes, Florida
It's dry at the
cousin.
moment, but it's looking
So this is gonna come down to like reaction time. Yeah, like I can't. I got nothing off that.
Florida Cousin goes into an early lead, followed by California Belle and Ice Lover. Lucky Dynamite already trailing the pack.
I got nothing at all off that. It's gonna be bad for me if reaction time is actually gonna matter a lot.
In the early going, it's Stormin' Fancy, Conquering Runner, Florida Cousin, Ice Lover, California Belle, Celtic Fire, Fast Lover, Fast Mare, Western Ranger, Lucky Dynamite. Western Ranger is passed by Fast Mare.
This dude needs to stop being in front of me.
Celtic Fire. At the halfway point, it's still Stormin' Fancy. Just in behind them, Florida Cousin. Behind that, Conquering Runner. And trailing the field, Fast Mare. Fast Mare is starting to fade. As they come around the far turn, it's Stormin' Fancy, followed by California Belle. And
that fell apart
Conquering
really
Runner.
fast.
And as they hit the top of the stretch, it's Stormin' Fancy in command. Behind that, we have California Belle, followed by Conquering Runner.
That fell apart really fast.
Here's the wire, Stormin' Fancy. Welcome to the final race of the day.
I mean, this might be the kind of game where you just have to lose a lot while you build the stats up before your horse is able to start winning. I won that first race. Also, resting the horse did not lower its fatigue at all. It's supposed to delete your horse's fatigue. Why is the horse still at 100? It did this last time, too. Where, like, I set it to this. Oh, it's injured. Injuries medium. Oh, you know what? I bet that's it. I bet that's it, actually, Safety, if I click race day without entering into a race.
Welcome to Sam.
Then it probably does, actually. Like, I bet that's it. I've been entering the horse in races while trying to recover it, so you can just not. So I could theoretically just not. Like, what we could do is just not even enter a race for, like, the first 20 weeks of this and just grind stats. Like, I think actually that's probably the play. Just don't even bother horse racing. Like, just spend the first 20 weeks of this just grinding your stats up, and then right at the end, once you've got, like, a super buff horse, just an absolutely jacked horse, wait, that horse's name was Corn. Did you see that? Hang on. Hang on. Okay, we're going to leave it on rest. But once we've got the absolutely shredded horse, then we just show up, we win our qualifiers, and then we win the cup, and it's that easy. But I think that does mean I'm about to spend, like, the next half an hour just skipping races over and over again like this, while grinding up the horse in the background. This is legit gonna be like 65% of the game, at least, just watching this skip over and over. So now it should have... What? Only 73? How? When a horse is rested, its fatigue levels are erased. Lie. It barely did anything. It's gonna take forever to get my horse fatigue down.
Welcome to...
Oh, eased. Sorry, I can't read. I never learned how to read. Dyson Raku 7, thank you. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
And the penguin comes from... The penguin comes from a t-shirt that I saw a picture of on eBay one time. Back in the 90s, if you were one of the first finishers of Spanky's Quest for the Super Nintendo, and you took a picture of your TV and sent it in to Natsume, you were entered in to some kind of drawing or something to win a Natsume t-shirt that has the penguin on it. That's where it comes from. I just saw this. I don't know how I ended up on this listing, but I just saw a listing of the shirt on eBay one day, and I was like, that's a cool looking penguin. So yeah, that's the origin story of that. It's not really... There's no meaning to it. I do not own said shirt. I don't think it's really been up for listing. Well, let me check. Honestly, it's not like I'm doing anything important right now. Let's consult eBay. Natsume
Welcome to the third
Serious
race of the day
Fun
at the
t-shirt.
Rainbow Thoroughbred Racing Club. Unfortunately for today's crowd,
Yeah,
the
no.
heavens have opened
I'm
up
not
for this
seeing
one.
it.
Well,
I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. There's a lot of competing Natsumes, though, you know? There's a lot of different Natsume, like anime t-shirts that I'm running into.
well,
Yeah, when I'm offline, when I'm not streaming, my offline image is a picture of the full shirt. Hang on, I can do this real quick. Where is it? I actually don't know if I have the unedited image. I have, is my horse unfatigued yet? Perfect. Train the horse speed.
welcome to Dry Lake Racetrack.
Oh yeah, there you go. I bet, you know what?
Welcome
I
to the
bet
first
that's
race
where
of
I got the pic. This is 298 weeks ago. No, my picture is older than this. I've been the penguin for longer than 298 weeks. But yeah, that is the shirt.
Well,
Unfortunately, I'll never get decked out in classic Game Master merch. Wow, if you go to Natsume's eBay, their eBay account has some current listings. You can get a Harvest Moon sheep keychain new for $5. Pretty cool. You can get Harvest Moon Light of Hope for PS4 for $14.
Welcome.
I have no idea what those Harvest Moon games even are after,
Welcome.
because like pretty famously, at some point there was a split between the developers of Harvest Moon and the publisher, where like Natsume owns the name Harvest Moon, but the actual developers of the old games, they now make the Story of Seasons games. And then Natsume just continued Harvest Moon with some other devs, and I have no clue where the series goes after that.
Well,
what the hell is Harvest Moon Light of Hope? It looks like trash. Doesn't even look good. It looks like a phone game, honestly. Damn.
well.
But yeah, I guess it's a pretty rare t-shirt. I guess it's a pretty rare shirt. You can't just get the penguin shirts. I don't have one. Nor do I really care to have a t-shirt from the 1990s. I feel like it'd be all messed up by now, you know? Harvest Moon is also considered by some to be the first cozy game.
Welcome. Well.
I mean, that depends. You know? That depends. Horse is absolutely on the grind. Its power is going up. Its fitness is going up. I think soon we might be able to attempt another race. I should probably... Its temperament is not great. I really want to get its speed up. Its speed isn't quite going up like I want it to. Its power is. I think we'll have to rest the horse for a little bit after this too.
Welcome to the first race of the day.
Whoop, I accidentally hit race instead of... Well, we're watching this one.
They're underway. Fashion Queen shoots right to the front. Just in behind them, Burning Purpose. Behind that, Jack's Runner. Jelly Speed off to a poor start.
It's kind of interesting the way they've done the, like the horse kicking up the dirt effect. It looks really weird. Yeah, it looks really weird.
Shopaholic passes Andy's Angel. Burning Purpose is passed by Fashion Queen. Dixie Prayer passes Jack's Runner. At the halfway point, it's still Emerald Winner.
It's like little bushes sprouting out of the ground and then going back in.
Jelly Speed with a lot of ground to make up at the rear. Jelly Speed is starting to fade.
Oh no, Jelly Speed, come on. How could a horse named Jelly Speed not win? It has the speed of jelly.
The favorite, Jelly Speed, is dead last.
Look at the giant ass swans in there in the background.
Welcome to the second race of the...
Leggy Arrow. Leggy.
Welcome.
79. Ah, we can keep pushing this horse. Did its power even go up there from training? Its speed is 28 and its power is 50. I'm not even sure if its stats are necessarily getting better. 28 and 50. Remember those numbers. It might be too fatigued. That might be the issue. Yeah, I did not pick the name. I don't know if maybe if I like breed the horse, maybe if we give birth to a new horse, we can name it. But they didn't let me name the horse, which I feel like is like I feel like coming up with a horse name has to be at least half the fun of owning the horse. So I don't know why they didn't let me name it. Reroll until I get corn, yeah. The horse that's just named Corn.
Well,
I feel like some of the names make sense. Like this one is Georgia Peach. That kind of makes sense, but then a lot of the horse names are definitely just two randomly selected words put next to each other. Now we're at 30 and 54. Okay, it did go up. It did actually go up. Now we gotta rest the horse. Can I see how many weeks it is until... Where did I see that before? 30 weeks to Breeders' Cup. I think what we're gonna do for this game, I think we are going to attempt to win the Breeders' Cup.
welcome to the first race of the day.
And that's what we're gonna do.
Welcome.
So we have 30 weeks of basically skipping everything while I continue to train the horse. It might take a while. Blade 2, I think that's our 5th game. Yes, that is our 5th game. So poll 125 is going to be DDR, Breakdown, Dyson Ryaku 7, Playboy the Mansion, and Blade 2. I looked into Playboy the Mansion, by the way. It is a Sims type game. I thought it was like going to be a spreadsheet simulator based on the Wikipedia article, but apparently it's basically The Sims, and you all live in the Playboy Mansion. So that's interesting. The horse is still... It's going to take a while to get the horse back into peak condition.
Well,
I don't know that it needs to be censored. I mean, I don't know what the contents of Playboy the Mansion are gonna be. The Sims does that censorship effect, right? I don't know. I don't know what Playboy the Mansion is gonna be. I just saw some screenshots.
well. Well.
Wonder if there's some way to just, like, not... Like, can I just not... Do I have to go to race day? You know, like, do I really have to skip all of these races while I wait for my horse's fatigue to go back to normal? Can we just somehow skip it? Proceed to race day.
Welcome to the first race of the day. Here at
I don't think I can't claim a horse.
The sun is shining.
I claim this horse. Sure, claim Ghostly Dancer. What does that mean? This button allows you to put a claim on a horse. Well, I've claimed the horse.
They're in the gates. They're off. Ghostly Dancer goes into an early lead. followed by American Nickel and Golden Spirit. Conquering Stayer.
Dude,
off to a
blimp
clumsy start.
level.
Gold Dynamite is passed
Twitch is
by
broken and it's on a
Conquering
loop.
Stayer.
Yeah, I think this game is legit just going to be an hour of me skipping races.
Gold Dynamite passes Conquering Stayer.
It does have more
Ghostly
variety than
Dancer is
Phantom
passed
Dust
by
though. Like look
Furious
at
Emotion. After a half,
all the
it's
tracks
still
do
Wicked
have
Crown.
different
Just in
backgrounds, and the
behind them,
backgrounds are kind of
American
decent
Nickel.
too.
Behind that,
Like they've
Hot
got
Peppers.
some decently interesting things going on in
As
the
they come
background,
around
I
the
feel
far
like.
turn, it's Wicked Crown. Just in behind them, American Nickel. Behind that, Gold Shot, Gold Dynamite. Dropping back in the field. Coming to the wire, Wicked Crown. Welcome to the second race. Well,
The TTS commentary. It's not text to speech. They probably had the commentator, Tough Gambler. And they just had him read all the words and then you stitch it together. It's like, it's not TTS commentary, it's like YouTube poop commentary. They just have the commentator say every sound, like every letter sound, and then they just stitch it together to create words. How's my horse doing? Alright, its stats kind of atrophy over time, which is interesting. Anyway, more speed training.
welcome to.
We're in
Welcome to the
Rainbow
first
Park. I
race
kind of
of
want to
the
watch a race, because I just want to see what Rainbow Park
Ready
looks
to
like.
go, and they're underway. Gracious Queen rockets out of there and quickly takes the lead. Just in behind them, Florida Pretender. Behind that, Frisky Speed. Sweet Dollar already trailing the pack.
There was
And here they
some,
are at the quarter.
this game, I
It's
feel like this
Ghostly
game
Air,
stitches the
Frisky
commentary together
Speed,
pretty well.
Lightning Hope, Florida Pretender, Gracious Queen,
I
Golden
feel like it's
Rocket,
pretty decent.
Lone
There was some
Woman,
baseball
Cloudy
game
Jet,
that PMC
Shining
was
Brown,
playing not too long
Sweet
ago,
Dollar.
where the commentary was
As they
literally
get to the
like,
top of the
it's
stretch,
the top
Gracious
of the
Queen
8th
holding
inning.
on.
Like, it was like really,
Yeah, Ghostly Air,
it was like
followed
really
by
chopped up and
Frisky
terrible
Speed.
sounding. It was kind of funny.
Welcome to the
Rainbow
second race
Peak
of
is
the
not
day.
that interesting looking. Yeah, it was a PS1 game, so you know. Like, you know, they can't really do it that well, because there's only so many voice samples you can fit into memory, I guess, so they have to just stitch every word and get as much word reuse in as they can, compared to something like this, where they can have a bunch of different full sentences going at once. It's weird that his speed is so bad. We'll set this to gate work and see. Gate work aimed at ensuring a good start from the gate, essential for a horse that likes to race from the front or for a horse better equipped for shorter distances.
Welcome to Welcome to the first race of the day.
Well, yeah, but
here
that's a
at
lot
Del Mar.
of, that's you saying the same words a bunch. If, like, think about it. Basically, it's the, of the, all those words are being said twice. And so you would be storing a voice sample of someone saying those words twice. It's duplicated. And if you gotta cram all of the narrating into memory, then you wanna compress things as much as possible. So I feel like ideally you would say it's the top, bottom of. You would just have those, and then you just assemble a sentence out of it. And you would just have your one the sample you use anytime you need a the in a sentence. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, clearly they chopped all that shit up in whatever game, so. What's this thing's fatigue? Fatigue is looking good.
Welcome.
It's not space on a disk that's an issue, it's space in memory. They were working with really low memory. In terms of disk space, it's minimal, but you know, if you've ever looked into like, I don't know, like Super Nintendo or Genesis era games and how much of the cartridge is taken up by audio samples, you'd be surprised. Games would regularly have like half the cartridge space be like a very small number of audio samples. They're larger than you think. Shining King, interesting name for a horse. I don't think this horse's speed is gonna get that much better. I think we're gonna do a little bit of maintenance walking. I don't want its horse stats to go too low. I want the stats to stay okay. But I think we're gonna enter into some races soonish.
Welcome. Well. Welcome to the final.
I think I'm gonna enter my horse into a race. I kind of want to do it. The stats are way better now. Look at how fit my horse is. 100 fitness. This is a powerful horse. Oh man, I can only enter into race 8, the Hot Springs Stakes. I mean... Alright then. Get Myron on there. Sending it.
Welcome to Oaklawn Park. Now in our second century of racing excitement.
Our second century of racing excitement in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Welcome to the first race of the day.
Alright, we're race 8, so... I wonder if, like, if I skip a race that I'm in, there must be some kind of statistical... Like, there must be some kind of formula that they use to determine whether or not your horse is a winner. Like, they just simulate the race, do some math, and then it spits out whether or not your horse won.
Welcome to
I wonder if I am unskilled at the game, am I better off just trusting the simulation, you know? At what point does the sim give me better odds than me actually holding the controller? Yeah, you actually do the race. I've just been resetting for so long that maybe you haven't seen me do a race. But there is direct horse control in this game.
Here at Oaklawn Park.
I'm probably save scumming if I don't win this, so I'm just gonna bet max
Next, the
on
final
myself.
race in what has been
Where am
a
I?
terrific
Florida
day of racing.
cousin.
Frisky
Florida
Loves is the
cousin.
favorite of the race's 9 runners.
Confirm.
They're all in line. And they're off.
Here we go.
Immediately, Ice Lover races into the lead. Ice Bowl.
Yeah, you're allowed to bet on yourself. You're allowed to bet on... what I think is more shocking is that you're allowed to bet on other horses that aren't yourself. Like, if betting on yourself, I don't think that's that bad, because, like, you can't rig it. You're trying to win regardless. But if you bet on another horse, that really is questionable. In terms of, like, you know, like, could I then just throw? Like, are we just gonna throw and then increase the odds of that other horse winning?
Halfway home, and it's still Big Promise. Just in behind them, Ice Lover. Behind that, Florida Thunder. As they head into the back stretch, it's
This
Big
is not my
Promise.
preferred
Just in
position.
behind them, Florida Thunder. Behind that, Ice Lover. And as they come around the far turn, it's Florida Thunder, followed by Big Promise and Florida Cousin. Florida Thunder leads the field into the home stretch. Behind that, we have Big Promise, followed by Florida Cousin. Here's the wire, Florida Thunder.
I mean, third place. Third's a thing. It's not last. And my horse got injured, and I lost my 5K. I think we are going to try something. I think we were going to try something. Okay, this is back to before. This would not be a valid horse name. What are the rules for naming your horse? I think... I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules at all for how to name a horse. There's a whole bunch of rules. I know, it's like, I heard this when Uma Musume was big, that at least in Japan, your horse name has to somehow involve the previous horse names. Or at least should conventionally. So, like, if your horse is the offspring of a horse named 6 and a horse named 7, then you could name your horse 6-7. We're gonna try a thing. Gio Romero has a really good record, but not a lot of... I'm gonna do this. Let's go ahead and just simulate the race. Let's just simulate this race a bunch of times and see if my horse ever wins.
Welcome to
The Ponyta racing minigame in that one game you're legally not making. It works great, but is bugged. It actually lets you win sometimes. I hope you've got, like, Yakuza 5 deep chicken eugenics in your game that you're not making. Damn, I got 6. Alright, well, that's not it then. But I can just keep saving and loading until my guy wins. Like, we'll see. If he keeps placing in low positions, then it might be that I can't win.
Welcome to the first race of the day here at Oak. Well. Well.
I don't know who bought this. Someone had to buy this game so that they could dump it online. At least one person purchased it. But I really don't know who would ever buy this game. 9th? That's even worse. Alright, my horse might not be good enough. I might have to actually win it through direct horse control. I might not be able to win the simulation. Maybe they stole it from Blockbuster.
Welcome to.
I really don't know, because, like, this game, like, there's definitely a long history of Japanese horse racing games. Games made in Japan, and for the most part only released in Japan, where, you know, you just bet on horses. This game was not made in Japan. This is a Scottish game, I think. And it's kind of like, who, like, I don't know, is their audience like that elusive market of men in their 70s who own Xboxes? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's such a horse racing fan that they want to sit and bet on fake horses at home.
Welcome.
5th for Florida Cousin. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this, actually. This might not be winnable. An NA exclusive release. Yeah, they really wanted the American horse racing fan. I don't know. It honestly makes me wonder if the game was just commissioned by, like, the horse racing body, like whatever the ITHA or whatever that acronym that's showing up around the game. Like, maybe they wanted a licensed game and they hired 4J to make the game. And it's like, nobody actually thought it was a good idea aside from horse people, and nobody actually bought it.
Welcome to the first race of the day here at Oak. Well.
The game is not awesome, ID. The game is not awesome. The game is actually 98% just skipping horse races, as it turns out. Unless you really want to sit here and bet on these races and then watch these, like, races happen, which I don't. Unless you want to do that, it just seems bad. It just seems like a bad game. Yeah, the NTRA. Like, they probably hired the developer to make the horse game because they wanted a game. There's no way that the 4J people were like, we know what the people want. The people want a horse game. There's space in the market for this. Like, no, there's no way anyone cared. There's no way anyone thought anyone was gonna buy this. You know, I noticed that my horse does better on turf as well. I should probably be paying attention to that. And we should enter my horse in turf races. So like the next race is on turf. Well, it depends what they allow us to enter. We can enter into races 2 and 5 here for some reason. And races 2 and 5 are 2 is on turf, 5 is on dirt. So we can enter race 2, maybe. Let's go ahead and try this. I don't really have a good jockey. I have to go with Andy West, who only has a 13% win rate.
Welcome to
Yeah, that's like an IGN quote, right? Unless you're an absolutely massive horse racing fan or an obsessive collector of video games, there's no reason to pick this title up. I think that that's correct. I think there's no reason to play this game at all, unless you're a massive horse racing fan, which nobody under the age of 60 is. That horse is named Player, and it's not mine. There's a different horse trying to confuse me by calling themselves the Player.
Quickly takes the lead, followed by Jade Ranger and Irish Dancer. Western Ranger left at the gate.
How does the sports trash keep getting through? Well, the truth is, I just wanted to see if this game was interesting or not. So although I knew it was probably sports trash,
Florida Cousin has led through the
I felt like I had to know, you know?
At the halfway point, it's still Florida Cousin. Just in behind them, Fiery Pretender. Behind that, Irish Dancer. As they head into the backstretch, it's Florida Cousin, followed by Fiery Pretender and Irish Dancer.
You have to stay behind me.
And as they come around the far turn, it's Florida Cousin. Just in behind them, Fiery Pretender. Behind that, Jade Ranger. And as they hit the top of the stretch, it's Florida Cousin holding on. Behind that, we have Fiery Pretender, followed by Jade Ranger. Coming to the wire, Florida Cousin.
Let's go, I won. I won a race. I haven't won a race in like an hour. I should have bet on myself.
Welcome to the third race of the...
Now we skip the rest. Oh, was Corn in that race as well? I didn't even notice. Shoot.
Welcome to the fifth... Welcome... Well,
That's a win, though. I don't know if that's going to count in the news section for one of my qualifying races. We're getting into the Breeders' Cup. Save my progress? Absolutely. Yeah, it still says I require 3 more wins to qualify. Like, my 2 wins that I have don't count as qualifiers. I'm not sure how to find what races are qualifiers. So, like, I won that, but it didn't do anything to win that. Like, it was not progress towards qualifying for anything. And none of these, like, say that they're qualifiers, right? I mean, maybe it's the cups. Maybe I have to win race 8s because they're the cups.
Well,
Anyway, back to skipping. Back to the skipping, I guess.
well,
I don't think I have something like that. Who's Jeff?
well.
It's my horse name. Well, in absence of other direction, I'm adding this. Sorry. He's gonna stick out the side.
Welcome. Well,
I don't think so. Is there?
well,
I feel like that did exist,
well.
but I don't... Oh, it does exist. Yeah, there it is. Horrifying. Horrifying. There's also the Barbie variant, that's true, yeah, where it has, like... It's like the yassified corn. It's got, like, a face.
Well, well, well,
Horse stats are... holding. They're holding up. Get some more training in.
welcome to
I don't know if this horse has the potential, though. Like, I mean... Like, the horse, its speed wasn't really going up by much. I feel like the horse is just too slow. I just don't have a very fast horse. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to win race 8s.
well, well,
36. How many weeks? 17 weeks to the Breeders' Cup, and I still have no... I still have no qualifiers. Here, let's do this. Next one, we're gonna see about entering a race 8 if they'll let me. There's no game facts guide for this or anything. I did actually look. I did actually look last night to see if there was gonna be any info out there. Yo, there's Corn. There he is again. But I did look to see if there's any info out there last night, and I didn't find any. So, I don't know if the manual for this game is out there, and maybe the manual would explain. In fact, let's look that up. Breeders' World Cup PS2 manual. Yes, the manual is out there. Alright, so maybe the manual will be able to say... entering a horse into a race. Selecting a race. A panel appears on screen showing the location and date of the next race along with a list of various races due to be run. Move your cursor over them and information. Those races in which the currently selected horse is ineligible to participate are grayed out and cannot be selected. By checking a race's information, you can discover the reason for your horse's ineligibility, usually age, sex, or past record. These restrictions are designed to try to ensure a competitive race between similarly rated horses. There are a number of different types of races that you may decide to participate in, and you should be aware of what is at stake in each competition before entering your thoroughbred. Maiden claiming and maiden special weight. These races will also be offered for horses that don't have a race win under their belt. Claiming race. A claiming race is one in which every entered horse is up for sale. If you decide to enter your horse, you must be aware that another owner can purchase your horse as long as the claiming price set for the race is paid. Holy shit. Equally, you can use claiming races to boost your stable by spotting underestimated horses. A claiming race is not always successful. Allowance race. An allowance race is basically any race that is neither a claiming race nor a stakes race. A stakes race. To enter a stakes race, each owner must pay a fee that goes towards the final purse. Stakes races have the largest purse values of all the races and are generally the most prestigious races of the season. Well, how do I... The racing season takes place between January and October of each year, with at least one major race meeting per week. For you to qualify for the Breeders' Cup World Championships at the end of the season, you must win 3 cup races throughout the season. Winning career mode races may unlock a famous champion horse from the past and allow you to own them or even use them in the breeding process to create a new legend. You may also race in head-to-head competition. As the season progresses, the stakes and prizes involved in the races become greater. You must ensure continued success on the track. So we do have to, you have the opportunity to earn 10 different cups throughout the race year, including list of 10. The season reaches its climax with the Breeders' World Cup Thoroughbred Championships, where you can have the chance to compete for the largest prize money of all, the title of Breeders' Cup Champion, and a place in history as a racing legend. When all the races in season have been completed, all the participating horses' records are updated and the new season begins afresh. Each horse is a year older. Some may have benefited from another year's experience, and some may be reaching the peak of their abilities. Others' horses will be on the decline, and it is your task to recognize each one's potential and to keep your stable stocked with possible world champions. So, I think basically what they're saying is we gotta enter and win 3 cups. I have to win 3 cups. This week is not a cup, so we can just ignore it safely. We can safely ignore this week. It's not important. hope I didn't miss my opportunity. I probably missed my opportunity for the season.
Well, well, well,
There's Corn again. He's just winning non-stop. Powerful horse.
well.
Oh, I'm not eligible for any of these. Okay, this is definitely missing this week then. 0 eligible races. You have to figure I might not be eligible for certain cups as well. Should be bad.
Well, well, welcome to the
Florida revenge, dude. Florida revenge. I don't want to know what that entails. Okay, maybe this week. Enter race. We got another one that I can't enter. Cool. Speed keeps going up, though. My stats are getting better. But at this point, it's 14 weeks to Breeders' Cup. I'm pretty sure at this point we've missed the boat. I think we've missed the boat on, I think at this point we've missed the boat on Breeders' Cup for the season, and we're gonna have to send another season. Oof. More repetitive than Simpsons? Yeah, this is pretty bad. I don't actually know. I have won some races. Like, clearly winning the Breeders' Cup is the most legitimate objective here. But to be honest, I kind of doubt anything happens when you win the Breeders' Cup, though also there's like no documentation of this game. Let's consult the internet. I wonder if there's a video on YouTube of someone winning the Breeders' Cup.
welcome.
Let's see. Breeders' Cup PS2 win. Nope. All I'm getting is actual footage of the real-life Breeders' Cup, which I don't care about. Even though I put PS2 in my title. Or in my search, or whatever. All cutscenes? All cutscenes? What? Hang on. This is not a cutscene. What? Oh, this is a bizarre YouTube video that claims that looking at this menu counts as a cutscene. Original Xbox gameplay. Aggressive inline. Yeah, now we've burned through all the actual videos about this game, I think. Maybe this CGR Undertow video? You think that they did it? No. No, this is a 3-minute long video. I don't think they did win the Breeders' Cup. Yeah, Simpsons Road Rage was an absolute thing. Aqua Bowl, yep, another thing I can't do. CGR Undertow never went too far in the games. It's been so long that I don't remember. What a strange story, the CGR. The rise and fall of CGR.
Welcome. Welcome.
It's race day. It is not race day. It is skip race day. Run for Rosie. It is skip race while I fish for a race that I'm actually allowed to enter day. I think there's probably none of those. I think at this point I'm just maintaining my stats so that in Season 2 I can farm early cups or something like that. Oh, wait. That was a cup. Hang on. That dude just won a cup for that. I think I was ineligible for that one. I don't think I was eligible. 12 weeks to Breeders' Cup. I'm gonna grind through at least this season today. We're gonna get through this season. And then, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to try again in Season 2 and see if I can actually have a shot at the Breeders' Cup. Matt attacks. Or if we just say that playing through a season is enough, although the season has been basically an hour and a half of me just mashing the skip race button. So I don't know.
Well. Well.
At this point, it doesn't even really matter because there's not 3 more cups in the season. Florida Woman. Wait, if this horse is named Florida Woman, do you think there's a Florida Man horse? Probably not. We haven't seen any man horses. That's probably not one of the words that can be selected. How are my stats doing? Oh, they're doing good. 48 speed, 82 fatigue. We'll rest the horse. Or we'll do... I don't know if walking the horse counts. Like, we'll see if this lowers fatigue. I'm at 82. We'll see if this improves things.
Welcome. Well. Well. Welcome.
Those both do kind of sound like horse names. The ghost on the horse on the box art. This horse's name is... Oh, it's too blurry, but that says Ghost Zapper.
We've just 2 races left in what has been a great day of racing.
The horse on the box art is
Bobby
Ghost
King
Zapper.
is the favorite of the race's 8 runners. Welcome to the
So fatigue does go down. That's good. It's a cup. Hang on. Hang on. It's on dirt, though. This is not a dirt horse. This is not a dirt horse. This is a turf horse. We'll try this anyway. I'm entering into this race.
welcome to welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the 5th race of
I think maybe this isn't phasing me as much as some others because last night I spent like 2 hours playing the slot machine in Yakuza 2 to do the slot machine sub-story to make sure I understood how it worked. So a lot of my recent gaming time has been spent literally just pressing one button over and over again, actually.
It's dry at the moment, but it's looking somewhat overcast out there.
Alright, sending
They're in
it.
the gates. They're off.
Ooh, that was a good start. I didn't even do that on purpose. That was
Shoots right
good.
to the front, followed by Fast Lover and Explosive Crown. Corn already trailing the pack.
Corn. Dude, the way he says it.
Explosive Crown is passed by Fast Lover. Astro Rocket passes Happy Queen. Halfway home, and it's still Florida Cousin, followed by Astro
Don't
Rocket
even think about it.
and
Don't even think about a
Happy
partner.
Queen.
Don't even think about a partner.
Coming into the backstretch, Florida Cousin leads the way, followed by Astro Rocket and Happy Queen. Astro Rocket.
Not you
starting to
either.
tire. And as we near the finish, Florida Cousin
Not you either.
is the leader. Desert Shot has overtaken Astro Rocket. Here's the wire. Florida Cousin.
I did it. I won a cup. Let's fucking go. I won the golden cup. Do we just stop the timer? I won a cup. That's pretty good. Do we take this excuse? I've just unlocked Smarty Jones. And my horse injured himself doing that, but it was worth it. This is not... I mean, this is a breeder's cup. I am a horse breeder, I guess. And I did just win a cup. Look at it on my shelf. Taking this to console challenge court, you'd take it and run. I think most people would take it and run rather than play so much more of this shit. But, I mean, seeing a lot of cups not won, well, all of these cups are insignificant compared to the Breeders' Cup, which is the cuppest of cups, the best one. I've never heard of it before, but I'm told by the makers of this game that it's the Apex Cup, that you have to win 3 other cups to even get entered into the running for, which, to be honest, like, hear me out for a second. If you need to win 3 cups to be entered into the chance to win the Breeders' Cup, and there's only 9 other cups in the season, then theoretically this should be a race against at most 2 other horses, myself and 2 others for the Breeders' Cup. Everyone else who's in this thing did not legitimately qualify. Like, you know there's going to be more than 3 horses in that race, and I don't think that's mathematically possible. I think it's BS. Yeah, I think I'll play. I think we'll work out the rest of this
Welcome to the
season.
first race of the day here at Keeneland.
And then to be honest, I think we might. I don't see no credits. They're not, they're not going to roll credits when I win the Breeders' Cup. I mean, I might keep work. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys want to see several more hours on stream of me pressing the skip race button?
Well,
I think that nobody does, and anyone who says they does, and anyone who says they do, is, like, joking, is not being serious. I think winning a cup is a pretty decent achievement, given that this game could have just as easily not been played at all, because it is a sports game. What are we at for fatigue? Yeah, we gotta walk the horse.
well,
I'll make up for it by playing 200 hours of Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's how we'll make up for my damaged gamer cred.
well,
When I finish all 86 scenarios of that game, you know, people will... Yo, RCT Friday? Look, from where I'm sitting, my choices are either Phantom Dust or Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I would so much rather play Roller Coaster Tycoon, but we do have to finish Phantom Dust. Especially because I really want to do the Yakuza 2 All Sub-Stories run soon, and I feel like I have to be sort of like squared away with Xbox thing before I can do it. I said I'm going to do it on Wednesday, but I actually don't think I'm going to do it on Wednesday, because I don't think I'm going to be done with Phantom Dust by then. I think it might get delayed a couple days or something, but sometime, like as soon as we're sort of clean with where Xbox thing is at, long weekend to clear PD. I mean, I don't normally stream Saturdays, but I bet that if I stream tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, I would finish Phantom Dust. I might not even have to. If I just stream nothing but Phantom Dust, you know, it's supposed to be a 17-hour long game, and we're about 5 hours into it. So theoretically, I think 3 streams of 4 hours of Phantom Dust would probably do it. Sunday... Yeah, it'd be close, though. Like, I might just be bad at the game, and it would take me longer. I don't know, maybe I will stream tomorrow, and we'll just play a huge amount of Phantom Dust. Until I eventually beat it. How much? I think I've played about 5 hours of it. We are at 5:45 in there. It's not an easy game, though. Or sometimes it's easy, but allegedly it will stop being easy. And it kind of has stopped being easy. Some of the missions have been giving me a lot of trouble. So I'm not sure if... I'm gonna be able to beat it in under the how long to beat. I feel like I could potentially get stuck on certain things for a really long time. And absolutely dab every single time. My go live message on Discord was a San Andreas reference the other day for the dust. Or stats are going crazy. I feel like we would win. Here's the thing. I feel like we would probably win the Breeders' Cup if I did a season 2, because look at how good my horse stats are, and the fact that I won that other cup, even though it was on dirt and not turf, is like, I think that if we sent a second season of this, I would probably win the Breeders' Cup. My horse's potential meter is insane, though it might be, like, my horse is only 2 years old as well. I don't know if a 3-year-old horse is, like, too old. If I could bring the horse back next season, like, maybe its potential would be way down. But 4 weeks to Breeders' Cup.
Welcome to Metro Racetrack.
But I feel like if I could keep these horse stats into the next season, we could pretty easily win a couple cups and have a shot at the Breeders' Cup, I think. Just spend the entire season after that just in a slow training cycle, and then sort of setting my horse up so that he's got max stats, no fatigue going into the Breeders' Cup itself. I think I'd have a decent shot at it. I think what I may do is we're going to finish this season now because it's only got like 3 more weeks in it. I think I may run the next season just like on my own time, and then we'll come back to this game at the Breeders' Cup if I manage to get to it, you know? Like, I'll see if next season can get us to the Breeders' Cup.
Welcome to the first.
I don't necessarily want to stream another like 2 hours of skipping races. I think nobody would want to watch that, and I don't necessarily want to do it. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't do it physically. I could do it, and then we'll see. Like, maybe it's a dead end. Maybe my horse would not be capable of winning the Breeders' Cup, in which case I don't care. I'm not going to try harder than that. But if all I'd have to do is send a second season, then it's worth it.
Well.
Whoa, look at, hang on. Go all the way to the bottom of this manual. Scroll all the way down to not the final page, but I guess the third to last page. It's got a photo of Tom Durkin, the voice of Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Enrich you. Interesting horse name. Shadow Demon. This is the evilest horse. Literally a horse named Shadow Demon. It's the final boss horse. I am spending kind of a lot of money training the horse. I didn't realize this for a while. I'm super loaded. I have 470k. Actually, never mind. It's like a few $100 difference depending on what you do, though. like what training method you do. They do cost different amounts of money, but it's like a few $100 difference, and I have $480,000 from winning some kind of really good race earlier. So I guess I'm probably fine. You really quickly make enough money that you don't care anymore. I mean, maybe it'd be super expensive to like... Maybe it'd be super expensive to like have a lot of horses and to be acquiring more horses and stuff like that.
Well, welcome.
Welcome. Oh, wait, here we go. This is my, this is the season wrap-up. Won 614,000 in races this year. This year's profits, 419K. I did win the Golden Cup. Florida cousin took it home. And then it just sends us into Season 3. Yep. Or into Year 3, which is Season 2. Yeah. I'll save. I'm gonna go ahead and say, for now at least, I may keep playing this game a little bit on the side on my own time to see if I can win. See if I can win the Breeders' Cup. But I'm gonna stop the timer and say that we've played it. This game probably shouldn't be on the list given that I filtered like all sports games from Xbox thing, but I just wanted to check this one out because it's the only horse game. And I was like, oh, that'll be neat. That's kind of a weird one. And we've checked it out and I won a cup. And at the bare minimum, I think that's okay enough that I can say that I've done it. But I'll probably try to win the Breeders' Cup on my own time for completeness' sake. Yeah, this is why I don't really do sports games. A lot of people handle sports games by just winning a game of it, and I feel like it doesn't fully satisfy, but in this case, we're kind of going with that. I've won a game of it. I won a couple games of it. I won a few races, but most importantly, I won a cup, and that cup is going to be in my stable forever. So let's send it to the wrap up. Let's just wrap this thing up, I guess. That was game number 124. Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships. You can tell I'm not satisfied with it, but it is what it is. Did it in 1 hour and 51. I played a whole season, won a cup, and since I am a breeder, well, one could consider it a Breeders' Cup. For now, we will say that. So what's the deal with this game? What's the deal with Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships? I feel like 90% plus of the game is just skipping races you don't care about. Like, truly, the IGN reviewer was correct that you have to be a huge fan of horse racing and betting on horse racing to get anything out of this game. Because if you're not here for the betting, then it almost feels like the fact that you own your own horse and are training your own horse and entering it in races and even playing the races, all of that in the campaign still feels secondary to the act of just betting on other people's horses. Because you don't... It's what you would spend 90% of the game doing, you know? Like, your own horse is just like a little slice of the pie. You know, you deal with your horse for 5% of the playtime, and then 95% has nothing to do with your own horse and is just betting. You don't even really have to bet on the horses either, though, right? Because you get so much money from winning races that as long as you win a race here and there, you would never run out of money. And, you know, having more money doesn't even necessarily seem like it helps you train horses faster or better or anything. You don't get to buy any, like, upgraded horse training stuff. All of the jockeys cost the same. None of the training is expensive. So it just sort of feels like the campaign was kind of tacked on. It sort of feels like the campaign was tacked on to a horse betting simulator, which is a little bit lame. Just a little bit lame. And I mean, what do you expect? What do you really expect from a horse game? Like, that's what the horse game is going to be about. But, alright, game idea, horse racing, but it's just Monster Rancher. I think you've invented Uma Musume. I'm not certain of that, but I think Uma Musume is a lot more about the training and a lot less about sitting there betting on other people's horses. So, I don't know. I thought this is bad. What I'm trying to say is, I think that even just trying to give this game as much benefit of the doubt as possible, I think that the fact that it is entirely betting, and that even the campaign that promises to be more about things is still basically just about the betting, and that the betting is wholly inconsequential, I'm giving it a 1. I'm giving it a 1. If you want to sit there and be like, $1,000 on that horse, and you watch the digital horses race, then be my guest. But I don't even necessarily think that would be good, because I feel like the menus were kind of clunky. Like, I didn't like the presentation of it that much. You know, it felt like I was playing one of those N64 NASCAR games with how just like chunky and shit the menus are. So I wouldn't even want to sit here and bet on the horses. You could probably design a game presented much better to make it more interesting if you were just going to be betting on the horses. That's how I feel about it. I'll probably try to win the Breeders' Cup, but if I don't win the Breeders' Cup, then I don't care. It's good enough. We won a cup.